Now you have something called as constant. You have something called as constant. What do you mean by constant, guys? What do you mean by constant? Predefined value for a variable. Take care. Now what happens is something like this, guys. I'll just erase this everything. Take care. We'll discuss the beautiful topic, small topic, but we'll discuss like anything. And this topic is useful for Java and Python also. Look, over here in Java and Python, a string is called as immutable in nature. What is this immutable? That is what we're gonna be discussing today. Got it? How that immutable comes, how that thinking comes over here. That is what we're gonna be telling. That one line today we're gonna be discussing today. That only one thing is enough today. That's more than enough. All right, and we'll look onto it, neatly 100% we'll look onto it. What is this, that, this, everything. Output, I'll get it now. This output, I'll get it now. I'll get it. Okay, now listen again. Now what I did now is something called as like this. Simply int a equal to 10. I have done it. Okay, so I have told that printf a I have done it. Right, so simple thing, simple program I have done it. Now I run this program and I got the output one as what? 10. No problem with that. Now what I'm gonna do is now, guys, a is equals to, I'll just tell like what? 30. I'll tell it. When I run this program now, okay, when I run this program now, what will happen now? The values of variables are getting changed. Right? What is variable, guys? Variable is nothing but a name given to variable is nothing but an identifier, is nothing but a name given to our initial address. The values of variables can be changed n number of times during runtime or execution time. That is what the variable is. Right? Now this is what it is telling it. How many times I can change the values? I can change it n number of times. For example, a is equals to 40. Can I change like this? Yes, sir. You can change the value of variable n number of times. You can change it. That is what we are discussing all about it. Right? This is fine, right? But I should have to change the values. Okay, I should have to change the values in near future. That's a reason. That's a reason. It is coming with something like this, guys. That's a reason. It is coming with something like this. It will come with a keyword called as what? Constant. I can make this one as what? Constant. I'll use it. I'll use a keyword called as what? Constant. When I use constant, okay, it will remain. It will make sure that it will remain this at what? 10 itself. It will tell that error. View to slab will tell it. Only read only a. Read only variable a. It will tell that assignment, read only. You can only read it, you can only use it, you can only utilize it, but you cannot change it. That is what it is telling onto it. So I cannot have this lines, right? I cannot have this lines. What is it? What is constant now? A is constant. Variable a is constant. Got it? So that is how it is there. Done, 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 done. You got this concept? Easy, right? Constant. Just have a note on this constant. Just have a note on this. Constant variable is what? Constant. That's all it is. Okay? Like this, guys. I'll show you the diagram now. I have done something called as a, and I have stored a value called as 10 here, and I have done something called as integer, and I have made it what here? Constant. Right? I have made it what here? Constant. Now what is actually here? Now there is there is a block here, 4 bytes of memory. I have stored 10 here, right? That has an initial address. For this initial address, you are giving a name called as a. Yesterday I told you what is that is. Okay, key and value, that is everything. So I don't want to write key and value now. It is understandable, right? Now what I did now is it is a constant. For a constant, I will make it like this. This data is constant now. This data is protected now. Right? This data is protected. That means in your future, when I tell a is equals to 20, when I tell a is equals to 20, you go to a and try to change it, and I'll get a beautiful slap telling that Magane, you can only read the memory, you cannot change. You don't change me, you can only read me. What I am, accept it. That's all it is. Don't try to change me. Right? Simple. Constant attitude. That is what is that? Constant attitude. Few of them will be like that. Constant attitude. मैं ऐसे ही क्यों? ठीक है? मुझे बदलो मत. मैं ऐसे ही रहूँगा. मरते दम तक. That's all it is. Now what comes is now someone like me will come. Okay. Now like this, like they will mold it and they will change it. Okay. That is what the concept with the pointer comes to. Now what happens is, okay. Now what happens is, now like this, you cannot change the value of a. But sir, we cannot change the value at all, but we can change the value by another way. That is what the beauty of pointer comes over here now. Okay, what I'm going to do is now is I know the address of a, right? I can get the address of a. For example, like this. Yesterday you have seen it. Address of a. I'll just tell us like store it. It occupies some space. Space means some bytes still occupied. And if we occupies the byte has an initial address, that will tell us 2000. Let me tell it as like this. I'll just tell like what B only. I will tell it. A B I will tell it. B initial address. I'll hold it. Right. Now I'm going to write the program for this. How do I write the program for this? So A is 1000. How do I get the 1000? By ampersand of A, I will get this 1000. I'm giving to whom, guys? I'm giving to whom? B. I'm giving to B. What I'm storing in a B? Address I'm storing it. After going to here, how many bytes I want to access, guys? integral byte, I want to access it. This is what I'm going to be doing it. It's this concept itself, right? Same point concept itself. Now I'll go here and I'll write like this. Okay, I will write like this. For example, like this, I'll do it. Now I'll do it now. Address of A is given to B. In B, I'm storing address. That's the reason pointer. And after going there, I'll just select like what integer. This is not compulsory. Actually, you have seen it, right? Now what I'm gonna do is now can I access the value of A by using B, guys? Yes, sir. How do I access that? I'll get it like this. B means initial address. If I want to access that, I'll just select what star. I'll tell it. Okay. Now I'll do it now. Since star B also will give the integral data, that's the reason I'll just select percentage %d and I'll run this program. Right now, both are giving 10 and 10, guys. It has some warning. Let's read this warning. Okay, warning. Initialization discards constant qualifiers from pointer target type. Okay, I'll tell you what is it. It is telling. It is giving one warning. देख लो कोई आया है. Warning मिला है आपको. So it is telling that you have got some warnings. Okay, now what is this warning? What is this warning is meaning here? Okay, I'll just tell you now. Okay, so I'll come here now. Look what here. This block is constant. This particular block is constant for A, but this block is not constant for B. अब ये B क्या करेगा? ये यहाँ पे आएगा और ये B के जरिए से यहाँ पे change कर सकता हूँ. For example, B means what? 1000, and I will go to there star. I'll go to yes star, and I will assign it something called as what? 20. I will assign it and semicolon will tell it. Can I do this one, guys? Now ये सवाल है, can I do this one or cannot? I cannot do this one. That is what the answer is. Right? That is what we are checking it. If I can change this, that means this will become what? This memory, and then this place will become what? 20. Then when I tell A will also print 20, and B will also what? Print 20. Right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'll come here, I'm gonna write one single line telling that B means what? 1000, and star B means what? I'm going to that location and I'm changing the value called as what? 20. I'm changing it, and I'll run this program. And I run this program. Are we changing it, guys? Are we changing it? Are we changing it? The data is changed, guys. चाहे ये जितना भी constant हो, B के जरिए से मैं change कर सकता हूँ. That is what the constant is. Yes sir, no sir? Yes sir, no sir? You got the problem now? You got the problem? You got the problem? You got the problem? ये बंदा strict है. ये is strict. But what will do it now? You cannot steal the things from your home, but you will tell someone to steal from your home. That is what the case is. Right? Okay, over. Okay, so now you got to know about the pointers. We have mixed about it, right? So now the concept starts, guys. Okay, now the concept starts, something like this. Now you got to know how the pointer is behaving with this variable, right? Now you got to know how the pointer is behaving with this variable. Now what is the task we're gonna be doing is, okay, this person from the outside person, he can come and change the value, right? This person can come and change the value. This should be avoided in your future. And one more thing, guys, one more problem is, I'll tell you one more problem also. This person can come and change the value. Also, this person can go to some other's home. For example, I'll take one more variable now. Int C is equals to 30. I will type now. C now there we see now. Now I'll tell like what 3000. In your future, what to ampersand of C I will tell it. Now what will happen now? B is equal to ampersand C means inside B, okay, inside B, what ampersand C means what? 3000. 3000 is given to B. 3000. This. When I run this program, okay, what will happen now, guys? It has changed the value of A, and then he escaped for C, right? Then escape what? C, that is 20 and 30. You got to know the two problems, guys? You got to know the two problems. First problem is, even if the A is constant, okay, this B will take the address of that and it can go to that A and it can change the value. And one more problem is, after changing this, it can go to some other's home also. It can change this address itself, right? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'll fix this solution now. Okay, I'll fix this solution now. What I'm gonna do the solution now is something like this, guys. Now I'll come to here. I'll come to here. I will, to fix the solution, I will write three things. First one is okay. Constant pointer to integer data. Okay, in place of integer data, it can be character also, no problem. Character, word, in short, any type of data type. Okay, primitive or non-primitive, anything it can be here. Right now, I've used integer. That's the reason I'm taking integer data. Okay, this one can be changed. Okay, nothing to worry about. Second one is pointer to constant integer. Pointer to constant integer. Right? Pointer to constant integer. What is this pointer to constant integer? Third one is constant pointer to constant integer. Constant pointer to constant integer. So if you get to know this one, you will also easily get to know this one. This one is a mixture of both the things. These are three things I will do it, and then I will end the class. That's all. That's if you learn so much today, that's more than enough. You know, this one I learned in Punjab. When I was in Punjab, I still remember. While I was doing the class, I just was telling rubbish thing. Then on the spot in the class, I learned it. I still remember that. Someone came with a doubt, and I couldn't. Like I thought like something else. With the attitude, I was explaining it. Then on the spot, when I was explaining the board, I got this concept, and I'll tell you what is this concept. It is a very much beautiful concept. Okay. Now, first thing is what is this now? First thing is what? First one is constant pointer to integer data. Constant pointer to integer data. What is this constant pointer to integer data? I am making, there's a changes here. Look on here, B is getting changed now. The data of B is getting changed. I am making this place as constant. I'm making this B as what? Constant. How do I make this B as constant? By this line. This is the line which is gonna be changing it. Every line remains same thing. This is the only line will get changed now. For example, I am telling ampersand A. Now you are doing a marriage for this. It should be very much prompt to this person only. It should not be changed to other person. That is where the constant pointers and integer will come, right? Now I'm giving the address of A. Address of A means 1000. I'm giving to B, guys. Now I want to make this B as constant, right? That's the reason I will use this keyword called as here constant. I will use it. I'm making B as a constant. That's the reason I'll use it what? Constant. That means I cannot change the value of B in near future, which I did it here 3000. Okay. Now I'll do it now. I want to go to here and I want to access the data. I want to go to here. That's for that reason I'll use it what? Start. Inside this, I'm storing the address type. To tell that address type, I'll tell as start now. So I want to go to here, and after going to here, I want to access some little bit of data. That's the reason I'll tell that what integer and semicolon. The only thing I added is constant here. For which one? For the first one. For the first one. What is the first one? Constant pointer to integer. Now in which line it will get targeted? Whether this line or this line. Which line will get first one or second? First one or second one? What I cannot change it. This person can go and change the value of here, no problem. But it cannot change itself. Why? I have made what constant. Magane, you be very much prompt to me. You don't go to here. That's all. That's what the constant point is. Now let's see this. Okay, let's see this. I'll come to here and I'll come to here and I'll tell us something like this. I'll just add here. I'll just add here one keyword plus what? Constant. I'll just add it what here? Constant. Okay, I'll add it constant. That's all it is. Now this line, this is the line where I want to get the error. Right? This is the error. No, slap. A beautiful slap here. I will get a slap here. Okay, what is a slap? I'll get it here. I'll run this program and we'll have this. What is slap I'm getting? Yes, read only variable B. Okay, Magane, you cannot do this. B is equals to ampersand C. I cannot do this. Got the picture clear? Why it is a slap? B can change the value of this one. B can change it. For example, I'll comment this and I'll run this program. B can change the value of this one, no problem. 2020 it has been changed, but B cannot change itself. And that concept is called as what? Constant pointer to integer. Okay, so just write it down. This is called as what? Constant pointer to integer data. Take down this one, please. Very simple concept, very small concept. This is the only line you will have it. Whereas you can do star B is equals to 20. You can do it, no problem. But B is equals to ampersand C. Can you do it? B is equals to ampersand C. You can do it? No, sir. You cannot do this. Right? You cannot change it. That's how it is. Okay. Shall I go to the second one? 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 Second one. Listen up here. It's a beauty. Again, it's a beauty. Okay. Now, what does the second one tells that? What does the second one tells that? Second one tells that pointer to constant integer data. Constant integer data. That means I am storing for this is the only line I will be changing it. I'm storing address of A. Address of A where? In B I am changing. I'm storing in address of B. No problem with that. Okay. I want to store the address. I will store the address. Since I'm storing the address, I'll tell here. Right? Now once after it comes to here, I want to make for B, this has this data as what? Constant. What was the problem, guys? B is to come and change the data here. Right? Now this is double constant now. For B is also it is constant. Now B is not constant. Now B is not constant. Now for entire thing, B is constant. Like B cannot change anyone's data now. Now B can change the value. B itself can change the value, right? B can change the value now, right? Now what to achieve this? What I said, what I'll use it here now after B. B means what? B means it is holding initial address. Inside this B, I'm storing it what? Address. What is the address I'm storing it now? 1000, right? Right now I'm storing it what? 1000, right? Look on here. 1000 I'm storing it. Okay. Once after it is coming to here, I will make what? Constant. I will make it. Magane, this is constant to you now. This memory is what? Constant to here. You can access integer data, no problem. Either you can write like this, or else you can write it address of A, B, star, you can write it, or else you can write it int constant also, you can write it, no problem. Both are one and the same. Both are one and the same. Now what happens exactly? I'll repeat this, I'll repeat this, I'll repeat this. B means what? It's holding the initial address. Inside B, what I'm storing it? Address of A. It will come to here. I am making it as what? Constant. I'm making it. Here I'm making it was what? For B, this block is what? Constant now. All this days B was changing. It was coming and changing the value. Now B cannot change the value of A now. It will give a beautiful slab now. Right? That's what it is. Now what happens is something like this, guys. When I tell star B equals to 20, if I tell it, this will give you a slab. Beautiful slab will give it. Right? But B can be ampersand of C. Yes, B it can go to here. But for B, this one is also what? Constant only. This data is also what? Constant only. Everything becomes constant, and this is what the important thing is. This is what the important thing is. This is what the immutable nature is. Right? This person cannot, the outsider cannot change the value. This is I created my data. Outsiders cannot change the value. To achieve this, I use it what? Pointer to constant integer data. Okay, to achieve this, I'll come to here and I'll do it something like this, guys. I will make something like this. The star, छोटा छोटा चीज करना है. Star को लेके आके मैं क्या करूँगा यहाँ पे? I will put it here. That's all I will do it. Now, which line you will get it error? Not this line, sir. Not this line, sir. I will get error in this line, sir. I'll get a beautiful slap over here, sir. And I'll run this program, sir. And I run this program, sir. Look on here, sir. I'm getting this error, sir. You come to my home, but you don't change the value. You have no rights because you have made what? Constant now. You're coming to my home, but you are what? Constant. I can make it int constant also, and also I can make it what? Const int also. CONST const int also I can make it. Now run this program. Both are one and the same. What's the concept name? It is pointer to constant integer data. What's this? Pointer to constant. Now if I come in this, okay, can I change the value of C now? Can I change the value of P? Yes, I can change the value of P now. Ampersand C, the star B will go to 30. Now I cannot change the value of C also. So it is B is constant to everyone now. We can change it, we can shift it, we can store it other address. But after going to their home, we cannot change it. It's like something like this, right? For example, when you were a kid, like your parents used to take to your which home, neighbor's home, or maybe relatives home. While going, okay, they will give one warning to you. Oh, once you reach there, you will not do mischief things, right? Or now you will be like todna phorna, you will do everything. That is what the warning is called as. That warning is called as what? Pointer to constant integer. You are getting this warning from the ages, and you will be like very much decent fellow in their home. Like there is no person decent than you. That much decent you will behave it, like this you will behave it. Right? One day, 2 day you will behave it, you will control it. After third day, oh gone. Right? That is what the thing is. You remember this concept? You can remember this one. And this is where you use it immutable in nature. In printf, I used to tell you have written about printf. We have learned about the printf, guys. Remember, once upon a time, we have learned something called printf, guys. Remember, somewhere here we have learned about printf, guys. Not external. Arguments. We have learned one arguments called as one argument. Look on here. Restrict star character constant. What is this now? Constant pointer to constant character. That is what the string is, right? This is what the thing is I was telling all about. Selection of characters, we'll talk about this. The same concept it is. I'm making that data as what? Constant. It is holding the address. It is holding what type of address? Character of address. And that is what? Constant. So you go there, you access it. Right? We'll talk about this. The same thing. Same concept it is. Okay? We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Okay? Now these two things are done. The third thing you only can do it is. Third thing you only can do it. What is the third thing? It's a mixture of what? Third one is what? Constant pointer to constant integer. Right? Third one is what? Third one is what? Constant pointer to constant pointer to constant integer. It is like arranged marriage. He's getting married now. Right? He cannot go to their home also, and after coming to home also, he cannot make changes also. Right? Husband material. In your future, who knows? You all will become, right? You will not become. Look on there. I'll tell you, husband material. I mean, like dad material. Dad, how dad? He cannot, go to someone's home also, and he cannot change anything in your home also. He sits, he eats, he sleeps. That's all it is. He will not tell why table is here, why that is here, why that is there. No. If he tells now, mom will be like, oh, like this, like this, like this. Ye mera ghar hai, like this, right? So now what is this constant point integer? Something like this, guys. Address of A is given to whom? B. Now B is what? Made it as constant. Now make B as constant. I'll use it constant keyword here. Now B should travel to there. I'll use it what? Star. Now what I want to use it now? I want to use it what? Constant here. And then I'll use it what? Integer. This concept is called as what? Constant pointer to constant integer. Right? Or else you can use it the same line. Also you can write it. Address of A is given to B and you're making it as what? Constant star. You can also make it int constant. Both are one and the same problem. Okay. Now here what happens is, okay, now here what is the block diagram is? Even this is also constant, right? Now it cannot change the address of C also. This is very much prompt person, very much prompt, loyal, like RCB fans. We will not support any other teams. We only will support. We will not change anyone, right? Harshal Patel should play this play. We will not make any changes. Even we are winning or losing, right? We need him in the team. That's all it is. So we cannot make any changes here also, right? So that is what the thing is, right? So now what happens here is I cannot make changes. B is equals to star B is equals to 20. Can I do it? No, sir, I cannot do this. B is equals to ampersand C. Can I do it? No, sir, we cannot do this. What the concept is? Now I'll come to here. I'll just tell as like what? Here also I'll tell constant, and here also I'll tell it as what? Constant. What is this concept is called as what now? This concept is called as what? Constant pointed to constant integer. Now I will get slap. Where all I'll get slap is I will get two beautiful slap. I'll get it when I run this program. Right? When I run this program. Can you see this one, guys? Assignment read only star B slap and B ampersand C is also what? Slap. समझ में आया? Now this B has no option at all. एक बार decide कर दिया हो गया. इसकी जिंदगी बर्बाद. And this concept is called as what? Marriage. You got it? So if I run this program, done. Okay? That's all. That's all the topic is. That's all you want to know. 10 and 10. Okay? Take it.